And welcome to Sports Scene with me, Jonathan Sutherland. Tonight we give thanks to the playoff spot, which is making the bottom half of the Premiership a very exciting and uncertain place. And it looks like going down to the wire. Plus, it gives our pundits, Michael Stewart and Billy Dodds, plenty to talk about. Not that they normally need much help on that front. This had the makings of a decisive weekend in the Premiership story. Could Hearts stave off relegation once again? For that to happen, second bottom St Mirren needed to lose to Motherwell, while Hearts had to beat Partick Thistle at Firhill. Commentary comes from Paul Mitchell.
Chris Doolan came off the bench to score in Perth last weekend. Thistle coming from behind to get a point. He starts today. Callum Higginbotham also in. Boabin and Elliott onto the bench. 4 changes by Gary Locke from the side that drew against Aberdeen. Danny Wilson, red card, is suspended. Smith, McCallum and Nicholson drop out. Robinson, Mackay, Carrick and King all return. Patterson heads it down. Carrick can't get there. Taylor Sinclair sends it forward. Could be a chance here for Chris Doolan. Brings it down well. Fine finish. Chris Doolan, back-to-back goals for him. Scores after 5 minutes. It's a cracking finish. Taylor Sinclair just let it go forward, and the pace of Chris Doolan did the rest. Gallagher forward, Higginbotham. That's a good low ball forward. Chance here for Lyle Taylor. Just lacking composure. Lyle Taylor, great ball through from Higginbotham. Hearts again undone, the 2 centre halves struggling. Hearts corner, Robinson. Good save, Paul Gallagher. Hearts will let it go out again. What a terrific header. And that's a great save from the goalkeeper. Patterson forward. Stevenson, Carrick, King's made a run. Chance here for Hearts, Billy King. King trying to move away and shoots wide. Well, McMillan was tracking him back. Good acceleration from Billy King, but dragged it wide. Hamill gets it back again. Billy King turns, beaten away by Paul Gallagher and knocked away by Taylor Sinclair. That's pushing for the equaliser here. Billy King getting the shot away. Long throw into the box, but a head tennis going on. King gets it down. Carrick, was he bumped? Referee in good position, says no. Didn't appear to be too much in it. Lee Mayer was there. Holton Hamill. Minute to half time. Jamie Hamill sends it forward. Could be a chance for Billy King. King up against Doolan. Goes wide. The dink across. There's the equaliser. It's come from Dale Carrick. Well, Hearts have caused problems for Partick Thistle. Dale Carrick, the goal scorer here. Billy King setting him up. Lovely little dink across, and it's 1-1.
Hearts would need to get the win to survive, and they needed St Mirren to lose to Motherwell. Commentary from Rob McLean.
A couple of changes in this St Mirren team. Adam Campbell and Greg Wild are back on the bench. Mark McCausland and Paul McGowan are restored to the starting lineup. Motherwell are minus injured centre-back Sean Hutchinson, so one change to the team which won in Inverness on Tuesday. Lionel Ainsworth is back in the side. Kenny McLean's corner. Darren McGregor with a big chance. Saved by Gunnar Nielsen. And Jim Goodwin unable to do anything on the rebound. Early pressure from the home team, and what an opportunity this was for McGregor to score. Lasley under pressure, that's Reid. Long ball from McManus. St Mirren caught out, no offside flag. It's Ainsworth, it's Annier, it's 1-0. A switch off at the back from St Mirren, and they're badly caught out here. And keeper Chris Dilo came charging off his line, and that made Lionel Ainsworth's mind up for him. He just knocked the ball into the middle, and Annier, who scored on Tuesday night, scores again. In goes Goodwin, it's pinball. And now Annier. For Stephen Hamill. There's Ainsworth, John Sutton scores, and it's a 2-0 lead. inside 27 minutes in Paisley. Not the start St Mirren were looking for. Motherwell are 2 goals up. And it's John Sutton's 20th goal of the season. And few have been easier. Stooping to head home, 2-0. In from McLean, kept alive by McGregor. Stephen Thompson has Saints back in the game. 3 minutes before half-time, it's his 15th goal of the season. And it just reignites belief among the home support that they can indeed get something from this game.
Well, you can see the effort that Gary Locke wants from his team. Jamie McDonald, long, Ryan Stevenson. That hits off Carrick onto Billy King. Great goal from Billy King, Hearts are ahead. Well, they need to win today, and they find themselves ahead. The strike from Billy King. Paul Gallagher with no chance. Concern for Alan Archibald. King with the corner, Stevenson's header, it's 3-1. 2 second-half goals of Hearts ahead. And Ryan Stevenson, well, he hadn't scored since late November. Makes his mark on this game. Great glancing header. Just 2 home wins in the league this season, Partick Thistle. Hearts have only 2 away wins. They're leading here by 3-1. Robinson, inside it goes. Stevenson tucks around the corner, and Hearts are 4-1 ahead. It's a double for Ryan Stevenson, and Hearts hit 4 for the very first time this season. Robinson across, great little spin and turn, poked it in the corner. Cragen onto Boabin, substitutes combining. Jordan McMillan running forward, he's got a chance. That's his first Partick Thistle goal. Doesn't really stop to celebrate. Boabin across, and with 2 minutes to play, Jordan McMillan pulls a goal back for Partick Thistle. Lovely move, the substitutes involved. The Hearts will still take all 3 points, you suspect. They've been impressive, having gone a goal down. Lyle Taylor plays it across, the turn, the block from Taylor Sinclair. Back it came onto Stephen Lawless, the substitute came in, so too James Cragen. Well, Jimmy McDonald far from happy in the Hearts goal. Lawless, plenty of venom in that shot, good save from the keeper.
So Hearts, having won, they'd avoid relegation if St Mirren failed to get a point against Motherwell. The second half in Paisley slightly delayed. Referee Ewan Norris picked up an injury. He was replaced by 4th official Ian Brines.
McLean did well to get that in. Thompson with the diving header, and Gunnar Nielsen solidly behind it. Well, McLean did so well to get the cross in. Goodwin. Josh McGuinness. Jason Naismith working the 1-2 with Goodwin, gets himself in behind, spilled by the goalkeeper, and Thompson couldn't quite get to that rebound. McLean delivers. Thompson gets turned, and the shot at goal is tipped away by the Faroese keeper, Gunnar Nielsen. Trying to angle that towards the far corner. It's Keith Lasley. It's left for Lionel Ainsworth. Good strike, and tipped over the top by Chris Dilo. Another goal for Motherwell. It might just be game over here. They're giving it everything, St Mirren, to try to get something. McGinn to Wild. There's Thompson with the knockdown. It came off Stephen McManus, and referee Ian Brines says handball and penalty. And he looks to have got that badly wrong. It's come off the face of McManus. Kenny McLean to square the game, which he does. 4 minutes from time, it's 2 goals each. And the coolest man on the pitch was Kenny McLean. John McGinn Turns away from Sutton. It's deflected off Reid, and Stephen Thompson has scored. It's 2 goals in little more than a minute in Paisley, and from 2-1 down, St Mirren are now 3-2 in front. It's a double for Thompson. What an incredible match, and this could be a hugely significant result.
And that's how it finished. A dramatic win for St Mirren, and despite Hearts' victory at Partick Thistle, the Tynecastle side were relegated on an afternoon of high emotion.
I thought we were outstanding. Apart from the first 15 minutes, we lose a sloppy goal. After that, I thought, probably our best performance of the season. I thought we played, ball quickly. We got it into forward areas quickly, and I thought we caused Partick all sorts of problems.
For 20 minutes, we dominated and were creating chance after chance, I thought. And something tripped a switch in them. I don't know. They just stopped doing what they're doing so well, and Hearts get into the game.
I've tried to remain as positive as I can be with a lot of knocks. But I'm a positive person, and I'm really positive that we'll get this deal done, and then Heart and Midlothian will be back where we belong, and that's at the top end of the SPFL.
Every single point that we pick up from now to the end of the season will have to come on the back of showing the character and the ability that we did today. And prior to today's game, there was only 6 points that separated 5 teams there, and I can certainly see this going all the way to the wire.
And Stephen McManus is an honest guy, and even from where I was, I know Mick's hands are up, but it hits him full in the face. Linesman's looking right, it doesn't give it. The referee gives it from, I think, 30 yards away on the other side, and it's an appalling decision, and that's cost us a game.
Well, so much to get through, such a dramatic afternoon, and we really need to start with that pivotal handball decision from referee Ian Brines, Stephen McManus in the St Mirren Motherwell match. Billy, what did you make of it?
Ian Brines' position doesn't help. I can understand why you think it might be a penalty, why he thinks that at all, but he's just miles away at the wrong angle. It hits his face. It's never a penalty. And I'll tell you what, anybody watching this tonight, rewinding their Sky and having a look at that, every bit of footage we showed there, Ian Brines, I don't know if he wasn't warm enough after coming on as a sub, but he's standing on the left side of that penalty area, every single bit of footage, but it's never a penalty. He's at the wrong angle and he's miles away.
What's your thoughts on it, Michael?
That's exactly the same as what Dodds is saying there. I think that there's one clip there where you do notice that he points to his ear as if to say he's been told, and maybe the linesman's told him that, but his position wasn't right at all. He was too far away from it.
A friend of sports scene, Stephen Thompson at the double for St Mirren. Is this the result of the season as far as St Mirren are concerned so far, Michael?
Well, it was a huge one. I think you can hear by the crowd's reaction. I'm not too sure that the Motherwell goalkeeper Nielsen's covered himself in any glory there. I don't think it's Tom's finest strike of the ball, but you see there, tight angle, the goalkeeper's got to stop that. But it was a massive result for St Mirren. Very similar almost to last season, where they were getting chased down, and all of a sudden they started to panic a wee bit. But they've managed to get the result there. It was inevitable. Hearts were going to get relegated, but I think they're obviously looking further ahead and trying to drag the other teams into the playoff spot. Yeah,
in terms of St Mirren, Billy, I was there yesterday, and it was a deafening roar when that goal went in at the end there, and it really puts a different complexion. So many people had penciled in St Mirren for that second bottom slot.
Yeah, and Mike and I think have said that. We couldn't see how they were going to get out it, but they're capable of a win. They've got that yesterday. They got the wee bit of luck they needed as well, and that's the result. We always said if St Mirren could win one, it drags Hibs right into it, and that's exactly what's happening. Sets us up for a great finale of the season. OK, Hearts are, of course, now relegated. This was the first time that Hearts have scored 4 goals in one game this season, ironically. And Michael, it is ironic, isn't it? They are relegated, but suddenly they're actually playing some decent football. I know you've been a critic of Gary Locke this season, but how would you sum up his season overall?
Well, I mean, the season's obviously been disappointing. I mean, on so many fronts, but latterly, I think when the pressure's sort of been taken off the young players' shoulders, you see Billy King here scoring a great goal and setting up the first one as well. A lot of these youngsters have come to the fore and they've really started to perform. As the season's gone on, there's no doubt they've got better. I was at the game during the week against Aberdeen, and credit to Gary Locke there. He made a tactical change at half-time and it made a big difference. But over the course of the season, I do think there's been far too many repetitive mistakes being made. And, had it been a different circumstance, I think that relegation could have been avoided, but it's been a very, very difficult season all round for everybody at the club.
Do you agree with that about Gary Locke, Billy?
No, slightly different. I would have to say, until you get a shot and a fair chance as a manager by getting your own players and better tools to work with, and that's taking nothing away. No disrespect to the young boys. I just think he should be judged on that. And I know firsthand he's a top coach. He's a modern coach as well. He knows the game inside out. He's played, he's passionate. And until he gets a fair crack at it, I'm not going to judge him, no.
It could get worse for Hearts tomorrow. It could be arguably one of the biggest days in Hearts history tomorrow as the administrators meet with the creditors in Lithuania, UBIG and UKO Bankis, as they try and find a way forward for the club. Liquidation is a possibility, of course, for the club, and we hear tonight that the Edinburgh businesswoman Anne Budge may walk away from a deal to take over at Hearts if tomorrow doesn't go in a positive way. Michael, how worried should Hearts fans be tonight?
Well, I think it's just the same situation as it's been all season. You know, since they've entered administration, there's so much uncertainty. I think there's a lot of brinksmanship that's going on at the moment. I think obviously they're trying to force the hand of the Lithuanians to hurry up and get the deal actually done. It's worrying times, but I think hopefully, you know, things will happen. You know, you heard Gary Locke there trying to be positive about it, and then once that happens, the control can be wrestled back to Scotland and to Edinburgh, where the people that care about the club can actually build the future for it.
Tomorrow is a pivotal day for the club, isn't it, Billy?
Absolutely, no doubt. They've been tortured enough, the Hearts fans. They would like a good result out of this tomorrow, a positive result, and I think it'll be good news. I really do. I hope I don't get egg in my face, but for the sake of Scottish football, we need the big clubs sound and secure.
OK, let's move on.